A man whose roommate was arrested after he was shot at by police says he was caught in the crossfire, and he's telling his story only to 24-Hour News 8. Joe LaFurgey's in studio control with the details of a frightening event, and the man who says the people sent to save him almost cost him his life.
Brian, a report on the incident in which Wyoming police officers fired on a man at the Timber Ridge apartment complex last Wednesday morning is still being put together by the sheriff's investigators. They'll turn that over to the prosecutor for review, but tonight we're taking you inside that apartment. The hole in the kitchen wall put there last Wednesday afternoon wasn't the first sign of trouble for 27-year-old Corey Robinson's roommate.
Constantly talked about, seeing demons and how he was one of God's angels. And
that roommate, Jordan, who asked us not to show his face or reveal his last name, says Wednesday night he got a call from a mutual friend telling him to find a hiding place after he'd had a conversation with Robinson, who was headed his way.
He was asking him to bring his guns to him, as much ammo and magazines that he could, because he needed to do God's work.
Police showed up. Jordan says their arrival set Robinson off.
He started, screaming out to the police, "Come and get me."
At some point, Jordan says Robinson figured out he was hiding. Armed with a knife, Jordan says Robinson tried hacking his way into the bathroom where he'd taken shelter. Then, Jordan says Robinson got a hold of a shotgun. Moments later, he heard gunfire. The apartment's front door is riddled with shots. At that point, Jordan decided he needed to get out. So while Robinson was downstairs, Jordan made his way to a bedroom window. Dispatchers were on the phone with Jordan.
Did you tell the dispatcher you were going out?
I honestly, I don't remember. It was all pretty quick.
Jordan made it through the window. It was dark, and police were still dealing with an armed suspect in the apartment.
I used the light from my phone to kind of signal them and told them that I was up here, help.
But he says he was met with gunfire from police. The shots missed Jordan. Still on the phone with dispatchers, they were able to tell officers who he was. After a standoff, Robinson was taken into custody. Today, Jordan says he's tried to understand the reasons why officers fired on him.
They hear gunshots, and moments later, there's someone coming out of a window from the top floor onto the roof.
Still, he says most people expect the police to be there to protect them.
And they're not going to make any judgment calls that may have been a little too quick, because this could have been anyone.
Now, while not commenting directly on Jordan's claims they shot at him, Wyoming police did send us a statement saying, in part, "We confirm that in an emergency response to a rapidly unfolding and threatening situation, 2 Wyoming police officers fired shots at perceived threats to officers and citizens. Thankfully, no one was injured." End quote. Robinson, the man police arrested, has been charged with assault and weapons violation charges. In studio control, Joe LaFurgey, 24-Hour News 8.